3, 2, 1, and welcome back to Chasin the Racin.
Brought to you by OMG Racing, Lucky Day Competitions and JCT Truck and Trailer Rentals. You have probably guessed by this point already that this is not the voice of Dominic Herberton. Dom is over at the Southern 100 Racing, so it's myself, Josh Corner, and Joe Akroyd that are taking the reins on this one.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to come down and grab a couple of words, didn't we? So we needed to jump on it while we had the chance. So wishing all the guys at the Southern safe race and all the best. But yeah, Dom couldn't join us for this one. So
and we are here at the Donington World Superbike round. Mr. Joe Akroyd here to my left, and on the other side of the couch we've got Andrea Locatelli.
Hi guys.
Welcome to the trailer.
We are sure to be in Donington.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We've just
nobody know about the weather. Look at the moment. Maybe someone, yeah, but not everyone.
Oh my God.
I'm started with a lot.
Are you feeling at home with this?
Yeah, looks like if it's like this, I will come for Sunday for some Sunday here to have a holiday here in UK. It's beautiful, no?
It's going to rain next week, so don't worry. We're back to British, back to full British.
I will stay in Italy, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've got some. Obviously, you guys can't see this, but we've got some beautiful weather here. It's cracking on to close to 30 degrees, which is nice, and it looks like it's set in for the weekend. Before we've got loads of questions that we want to ask you and we want to hear your story, so we'll maybe just jump right back to the very start of your how did you get into motorcycling? How did motorcycle racing start for you?
It's a bit strange story because I born in close to Bergamo. Honestly, the name of the country is Selvino. It's really small place on the mountain, so we have like famous ski woman there. Okay. In my same country, my same place, but so we never can imagine start to make road racing, and also Bergamo is a bit famous for enduro bike. So I think this year in August they have like the 6th day in Bergamo.
Right, okay.
So the 6th day of enduro will be in Bergamo. So it's like they say that the enduro start from Bergamo. In the past, so it's a bit strange story because in the end my father is like passion on motorbike, but he never ride a bike on the track. He was making a bit more MX, but not on the track, just on the street and blah blah blah. So yeah, basically I cannot remember everything because I come older now, close to 30. But it was really funny because I remember the first time that we was always in Bergamo in a small karting, and we got there to see the Italian championship of mini moto, and I was like in love. I said, "Papa, I want to." So Dad, I want this. So basically, I see the race. I was like really happy, like really excited. So strange because especially the sound and blah blah. Sometimes the child is a bit scared. But so what you do? You buy one mini moto immediately because when you see that the child is like happy like this, what you doing?
Was there anybody racing in that race who's gone on to be somebody now?
No, then yes. Then when I start to make a championship, a million rider, like one really famous now in MotoGP, Pecco Bagnaia, many riders. So because I was racing in Italy, especially I was always racing in Italy, not in Spain like some rider, but I just spent all my career in Italy basically, and so after this. My father buy one mini moto, but he bring at home this mini moto, and when he start on the garage, the sound was like, the noise was like, Wah! The bike was doing like this, so I was scared. For more than 1 month and a half, 2 months, I was like scared about bike. I was like, I go in the garage, I see the bike, turn far away, not close to the mini bike. So then my father start to thinking a little bit what I can do and blah blah. So he takes an exhaust and he puts something inside, and then the sound was like a small, really small engine, so the noise was a bit less. So then I start to practice in the garage, just go back, like this, and then in the end we start to make. From I was 5 years old, so from 5 years old to 7 years old, I was making like just. I don't know if here in UK you have the same story, but in different place in Italy, during the weekend we have like a party of the city, so they was building like the circuit on the parking.
Okay,
you know,
almost like a festival.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like at a festival. So on the parking they put just some points, and they prepare like the track.
Yeah.
And then we was like doing some racing there, no? But I was always the most young rider, so I was always happy because I go home. Also, if I don't win, I go home with a lot of trophy because I was the child, the most young, and blah blah blah. So it was really fun because until 7 years old you cannot make properly race.
Okay.
You know, so from 5 years to 7 was just training. Then from 7 years old we start the championship.
I see. I think in the UK they can start riding at 4 or 5, can't they? In the BMB, like the
6. I
is
think.
it 6?
6, yeah. Was
Well,
more or less like this.
But
Yeah.
I think as well, we probably as a country we don't maybe embrace motorsport quite the same as you Italians are very passionate about motorsport. So
But maybe here UK is more typical start with dirt bike,
Yes.
Yeah.
the MX bike.
Yeah.
I don't know why in Italy we find a lot of these festival, and we go there with the mini moto, especially probably from maybe 2000 to 2005, more or less like this. On this period,
that's brilliant.
was like really famous do something like this, you know.
I've never seen anything like that.
I have many pictures on the computer, so sometimes I spend a couple of minutes to see because it's a good memories, you know.
So from there, then it's mini bikes to. Did you do like an Aprilia Super Teen style?
Exactly, I was making immediately after mini moto. I was a bit boring in the end with the mini moto. I was like try a big bike and blah blah. So I was making Honda trophy, Honda Italia trophy.
Oh, and the
with NSF
250. Yeah.
No, it was one.
125.
No, it was 1,000.
You know the small.
No, I think it was 1,000 for gear only. Yeah, it was 1,000 for gear. NS, 1,000.
Yeah, I know. I think. Like
No, 100. Sorry,
Scott-
100.
yeah.
1,000. 1,000. No, 1,000 is
We do
1,000. I use now 1,000. So 100 was
Yeah.
100 for gear.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do all this championship, and then I jump to the Prix Moto3 and then Moto3 basically.
So
But I mean, I was with Honda. I winning these championships with Honda after the mini bike, and then I make 1 year on Moriwaki Trophy.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was like pre-Moto3 bike, and then I jumped to the Italian Championship of Moto3. On 13, I was factory rider for ANDREA Racing, India company. So they select me. I was me and Rinaldi.
What
This year on Moto3,
wow.
me and Rinaldi.
What year was that?
13.
And how old were you?
Now is
No.
29.
No, he
So
was
13, I was 17.
17.
17, yeah.
Right.
I was 17, I win the Italian Championship, and then from 14, I jumped to the MotoGP paddock
Wow.
on Moto3
Wow.
for 3 years. The
With-
first year was with Mahindra, still with Mahindra bike, with the Italian team, so San Carlo Italian team. Then I was jumping on Honda Moto3 with Gresini Racing, with Bastianini on the side. Then the best year for me on my life was 2016 with the Leopard team. I was me, Fabio Quartararo and Joan Mir.
Wow.
So yeah,
Awesome.
this was like
It's a very special year.
dream team. Italian, French, and Spain guy. So we was enjoying because we spend a lot of time also on the same track to put the leather. So we were speaking Spanish. I learned Spanish a bit during this time.
Okay.
So yeah, I have good memory about this year because we was really young and it was good. It was good fun.
It's funny. So Rinaldi was your teammate in 2013,
In 13 was Rinaldi.
and you fast
Then,
forward
Is that?
12 years,
Yeah,
13 years,
yeah.
and you're still in the same paddock.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you friends? Are you friends?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I no, but I mean no, just because I live a bit far away in Italy. I'm from Bergamo, and in Bergamo we have no rider,
Right.
just Giacomo Agostini.
Wow.
He's from Bergamo. Giacomo Agostini is from there, but more or less all the rider in MotoGP or Superbike, if are Italian, is more close to Misano.
Okay. Yeah.
To understand a bit the zone of Italy.
So it's
So it's a bit far away. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I have a good friend.
We have nobody from Bergamo except for Giacomo Agostini.
I think so. Yeah.
The level
we have many mechanics is coming from Bergamo, especially MotoGP. Also some. I have some friend that is a tracker on MotoGP team. So we have many from Bergamo, but in reality, like rider, I think only me, Giacomo Agostini and past, Roberto Locatelli. Yeah,
So,
Roberto Locatelli.
He's no relation to you.
No. He's
Okay.
from Bergamo, but he's not on my family.
Right.
So,
Okay. Because he was also a doer back in the day, wasn't he? In the two-stroke era of Grand
Two-stroke,
Prix,
yeah, exactly.
Roberto Locatelli was
Yeah.
one of the boys, wasn't he? He was brilliant. So did you grow up like following him as a because he was from the same area?
No, unfortunately, no. And I don't tell you why, honestly. But from like because then after 16, from 17 to 19, I was the Italtrans team on Moto2, and is Bergamo. Is in Bergamo. The Italtrans company is a big company of trucker that moving like million things.
Yeah.
They transport everything on all in Italy. So they building a team in Moto2, and from this point I will start to work a bit with Roberto because he was really close friend with them,
right.
with Italian with the Italtrans family. So yeah, basically I start to work a bit with him during this period, but then after 19 I jump in a different paddock,
So
on this paddock. And
how did that come about? So obviously you're on the track to what we would call the MotoGP track, so you've done Moto3 in Italian Championship, then in Grand Prix with like the factory team, Leopard teams, won World Championships, right? So you think, right, then Moto2, and then when did you realise that maybe MotoGP wasn't going to happen, or how did you end up taking the path to come over to World Superbike?
yeah, I mean, it was honestly, I like the past because it's a good memory.
Yeah.
But some here on the past is not so beautiful, you know. Like I tell you that the 16 was for me the best one. The 16. If I can turn back, I want to jump again on 16 because I was enjoy the racing, enjoy everything. But then from 17 to 19 it was a bit difficult in Moto2, no? So, but I don't know the reason, honestly. It was a bit complicated. The relationship with the team, with the people that I was working, probably was not the best. They don't help me to growing up my level, so I just was a bit like this. And in the end of 19, I was like,
We need to change.
I don't like to go to have a race like this. I have like no sense to race like this. I love racing, and I losing the feeling, the passion to go on the race, no. But I mean, it's difficult MotoGP paddock, and it's difficult for many reasons. It's a lot of race, a lot of time out of home. So, but yeah, in the end, more or less in the middle of the year or 19, I was looking what I can do. Like the first thing was, okay, we try to change a team. Maybe this was maybe a step or something positive for me. But yeah, basically without good results in Moto2 was difficult also find a really good team to try to make a step forward, no? So basically I say why I need maybe spend a couple of more here in Moto2 with the team that is more or less there or similar, and I cannot growing up my level, I cannot do nothing. So I was looking what I can do it, and I was talking with some friend that was already here, and they say, okay, it's a bit different type, with different style, but let me say fuck. Immediately when I arrived in 2020 here, for me it was like, okay, this is my pattern. Immediately I understand. Okay, 2020 unfortunately was COVID.
Yes.
Was COVID, so was a bit shame because we was make a race with no public, nobody under the podium. I was winning a lot of race, but I was working with the people that I love working. I have same passion of me, so this give me immediately a big motivation. So I just like jump to 5-year-old and start again my life. So it was like
now you're able to change something that just changes your whole perspective on everything.
No, was not easy because I mean also
to walk away from a MotoGP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to say hello to everyone. You need to say hello to some friend in there. You need to say. Looks like you need to make down step on term of performance of the bike, in term of visibility, in many things. No, that because the mentality was like go on the future and maybe try MotoGP, maybe be a MotoGP rider. But honestly, probably if I understand that this paddle was like this, maybe I jump a bit early.
You would have come earlier.
Okay. So
I want to go back to 2016 because
maybe after 16 was perfect to come here. Maybe but anyway,
you need to tell us some stories from 2016 because
I cannot tell you anything because maybe
without these.
Maybe without the microphone. Maybe in the bar or Sunday night. After a couple of beers we can discuss about. No, but basically 16 was really funny. Was with me, Johnny, and Fabio. But one of the funny story that was I can say was the first race was in Qatar. So 3 rider. What we can do like in qualify to have a slipstream because Moto3 was really important. So we are in 3 rider. So easy, no? We organize 3 rider. We don't need to find a group or someone. We can.
You all make your own group.
Exactly. We can make our group and we do it. But I mean, I loved him because with Johnny was completely a confusion to do it because we was trying already to organize from FP2 and blah blah blah. But we are young, no? And Joan was the first year on Moto3 championship with us and have a good talent for sure. He was immediately fast, but in the end he was like make confusion. He won't stay on the back, but he need to stay on the front because they organized like the position of the rider.
Did the team organize this, or
the
did
team.
you guys organize it between?
No. This is the problem because if we organize, I can complain about mistake because young
kids,
young kids. So no playing in this moment. So just running and stay in the back just to take a slipstream. But the team organize everything. So first exit we do like this, second exit we do like this, then blah blah blah. But we fell all the qualify, and I don't remember if me or Fabio in the end we crashed together. So so sound crazy, but it was like this. So we just fell our qualify. So from this point we understand that I was not able to do again. It was quite difficult, but it was a bit shame also this year because in 16 the Leopard team was swapping the bike from Honda to KTM. So for us for me was a disaster because this team was on Honda was really strong, but with KTM we was make a big confusion on the bike. We don't really understand the potential of the bike, so we're losing more or less half season to understand how we can adapt our riding style on the bike, on the stop of the bike. But then we was more or less like this period.
Yeah.
And their MotoGP now is in Sachsenring, so same like now.
Yeah.
We go in Sachsenring, and I was I don't know what happening, but I was fast from FP1. I was like leading a couple of session, so I was surprised also about myself. I say, what happened here in Sachsenring? And I was make the first podium of the Team Leopard with the KTM in there. I was finishing P2 on under the rain. Wow, was incredible. Was sunny until the warm up. Maybe during the warm up start rain, and from this moment I was in P2 on qualify. It was P2. I start, but the race was under the rain, completely under the rain. So it was like, oh my god, I cannot make a mistake. I make everything really well until now, so I cannot make a mistake on rain. And in the end, I make the first podium of the Leopard team in Sachsenring. Yeah, I have good memory. Also, I have
your coordinates.
Of this podium. This was my first podium in Moto3 and was there with the Leopard. So I make data too.
And did you have any more podiums in Moto3 that year?
Then same here in Phillip Island. Yeah, my dream. My dream was make podium in Phillip Island.
You like Phillip Island?
Yeah, I love it.
We have a lot of Aussies that listen to the podcast.
From there?
From Australia, yeah.
Australia is beautiful.
Yeah.
Area is it's difficult to explain also to my friend and also to my family, but looks like to have a home race because we need to rent a house. We spend all day on the track. Then in the night we go home. We need to prepare the food.
Yeah,
I love to prepare pizza, so I will prepare pizza for everyone always in there. So it's like home race. It's beautiful. It's completely opposite side to my home,
but it feels
but
good.
I feel same. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
So when you obviously then moved to Moto2, and then you say it was maybe not as good as Moto3 and it was difficult. When you arrived here in the World Superbike paddock, you obviously, it was a very impressive year and it was making headlines, winning races and stuff. Was it, when you first got on the bike, was it a shock to how different the bikes were, or?
Probably because I remember the Moto2 really complicated, really difficult setup to have a good setup on Moto2 bike, or maybe have a good because I make also good performance in Moto2 in some race, but I don't know if was different tire or blah blah blah, many things. But in the end, when I jump on the R6, I was in love with this bike. I'm still in love with that bike because I say, wow, my god,
this is easy to ride.
This is a nice bike to ride, so I can enjoy all corner, all braking, all acceleration with this bike. So immediately I jump on this. And I don't know if this was good point for me, but it was also the first year with the slick tire on SuperSport, because before was like
treaded.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes.
Was like more street tire. But I jumped immediately, and I was like, the other rider, and compare with the other rider, they was complaining the drop of the tire. I don't know why I don't feel any drop with the Pirelli. And I was, maybe the school of Moto2 helped me on this, because a lot of lap and was Dunlop, and you need to manage from the first lap to the end. And probably with Pirelli I find immediately a better step in terms of performance and on stability, on everything with R6.
Yeah.
So then I can keep the rhythm until the end. So what I make with the Evan Prost team during 2020 is unforgettable. Yeah.
Did you win 12 of the 15 races?
Exactly, 12 races of 15.
There's some statistic that.
You knew that stat straight away.
But one I losing in the warm-up lap in Manicure. Wow, unfortunately I remember this race. I was really happy because in Barcelona I win the championship. We was in Barcelona because unfortunately Jules Cluzel have a big injury in Aragon, in the second weekend in Aragon.
What was Jules on that year? He wasn't on MV, was he?
He's on back on R6, wasn't he?
GMT. R6, same as me, same bike. But it was injuring in Aragon, so then I was already with a lot of points in advantage. But then in Barcelona, I win the championship on race 2, because also race 1 was crazy. I was leading start race in race 1 in Barcelona. Was start raining, and so I don't want to crash, so I slowing down, and 2 other rider, I don't remember, one it was my ass and another rider was in front of me. They overtake me because it was start raining, but we was keeping the slick tire, no? So I was just, okay, let me go on the back, just be more safety, and then we see. We make 1 lap completely under the rain, and then, okay, we need to stop to change the tire. We cannot racing like this. Okay, we have maybe, I don't remember in which point of the race we was, but now I tell you in which point we was, because it looks like a joke. So we stop on the pit lane to change the tire. We change the tire. Immediately after change the tire, we start with the rain tire, but it was raining like you cannot see where you're going. So it was like also dangerous situation. One rider stay on track, cross the finish line. So he make he make the 2 of 3. So because the race after 2 of 3,
he did 2/3 of the race.
2/3 of race.
He passed the
finish line,
and then they red flagged it.
He come from I don't know which position, so he crossed the finish line, was first, come first. Me, I was on the pit lane, and entry on pit lane like 3rd rider. So before to exit off the pit lane, they put red flag. So the race finished like this. So this guy from that, the only guy that stayed on the track was first, and I finished third. In the end. So I finished the race on pit lane like third under the rain. I say, my God, why? But this was funny. And so then after this, we go in Manicure. Was raining, full weekend raining. I say, no, why? I never see the track. I never ride a lot of time on raining. So, but I say, okay, I already win a championship. I can learn something from this weekend. It was raining. So let's try this bike on raining. So make FP1, FP2, qualify under the rain. But I was really, really happy because my first year with this bike, with this tire on the rain, and I was winning race 1. So I was really, really happy to make a winning also on the rain, because, you know, maybe some rider is really good on dry, but in wet is not so good. I want to show that the potential was
across
really
everything. Yeah,
exactly. No, I can manage also well on the rain. So I was winning race 1, and I was really, really happy. Also because we were started talking on the future of World Superbike and blah blah. So after race 1, really happy to winning, and okay, come on. If tomorrow raining, we can win. So like the enthusiasm, and I was really, really happy about these results on rain. So on race 2, we was focusing, but like more relaxed because I win yesterday, so I can win again. But in the warm-up lap, I crashed. So I don't like to tell, but this was the reality of the story.
Worse.
So
nothing worse.
I crash on the warm-up lap. So unfortunately, I cannot make a race. I was trying to recover the bike, but the fairing was out. So I need to stop on the box, and no reason to restart. I cannot restart. So yeah, I make a mistake. In the life, you make a mistake sometimes, so was a big mistake.
How did the team react to that? Obviously, you're the world champion, so they can't really say can't really say anything, but also it must be not nice.
Yeah, exactly. But this was for me was a lesson, you know.
Yeah.
Like you say, I was already world champion. I was winning already 1 race on wet, so nothing to show more, you know.
Yeah.
What I need to do it was like, okay, you did perfectly until now, but for me it was a lesson to. I don't make nothing crazy, but I just crash on the wet, on the warm-up lap. That
it can happen.
Is a strength, cannot happen, but happen, you know.
Yeah.
So from this you learning you're learning the lesson, and you try to don't repeat, especially in the warm-up lap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So because it's a bit more, you have an excuse if you crash on the race. You can
You were
say,
racing.
I was pushing. Come on.
You weren't joining the grid.
Exactly. You are joined on the grid. You just need to go on the grid.
Yeah.
No more. And to crash in that point, this is not so good, no? And but it's always a lesson in the life. I learning a lot, and I think from this point I was learning something more. But yeah,
What's your opinion with Magny-Cours? You know,
about the track.
Yeah. Well, obviously Toprak had
Wow,
that incident last year, which was a bad one. I mean, I just wondered if you have an opinion on that aspect of the circuit or not.
Yeah, I mean, we cannot looking everything.
No.
You know? And I think we can considering a lot of track really dangerous. I mean, for example, Phillip Island, because I have in mind Phillip Island. We was talking before about Phillip Island. What we're doing normally is the pit stop.
Yes.
So the entry of pit stop is really narrow and small. We go faster in there.
Yeah.
Normally, okay, we are not closing because normally we are one by one. But I mean, this entry can be a bit dangerous, no? But all the track can be dangerous. Also, the entry of the pit lane of Misano, we have million track that some area is dangerous, you know. So what happening with Toprak last year in Magny-Cours, it was a shock for everyone, and I think it was really lucky.
Because a lot of riders were quite outspoken about it after it happened. There was a lot of people, a lot of riders were making statements, and you know, we think this and we think that, and that was my reason for the question, you know.
But they did change it, did they not? For the
I don't know what they doing. They was put maybe some
different barrier.
on
air fence, because I don't think there was an air fence, was there? It was just a tyre.
Exactly.
It was a tyre wall, which is where
So they changed that.
But
and
I'm pretty sure they put an air fence there.
Where you touched the tyre, it was in a good point because was not a lot of inside. Was on the side.
It sort of
not
spanning,
inside.
didn't it?
Yeah.
But if go on the wall, more inside, it was like a wall.
Concrete,
you know, so he stopping there.
Yeah.
So it was touching on the side. So this was lucky. But I mean, many point of the track, many place can be a bit like this, you know. So especially if something happened.
Yeah.
Also Mugello, we see many crash in there. I remember the crash of Mark on braking on the long straight. Michele Piro.
That one jumps to mind.
Michele Piro.
I can't remember the Piro one.
I think
he braked and did something mechanically go wrong, and it spits him
something
like he locks up and it comes sideways and then just fires him so far, doesn't it? At the end of the straight, and it's 300 mile an hour, 200 mile an hour on there.
But if you think to arrive there without brake, the wall is far away, but it's never far away. You know,
not far enough for that
it's
speed,
not
isn't
far.
it? Oof.
Yeah.
So many places can be dangerous, but yeah, for sure in some track they need to try to maybe working for a bit more for the safety. Also, one other track is a bit like this in some point is Most. Most track.
I knew you were going to say Most. Yeah.
Most track. Honestly, but I'm really happy that nothing happened. Honestly.
Yeah.
To nobody.
Yeah.
This is the most important things, honestly. But many track for sure in some places a bit like this. Yeah.
On the subject of circuits, you came a few years ago to the BSB at Cadwell Park and did some laps.
Have you done some laps on Grand Cadwell? I don't know.
This is crazy. This is crazy. But I can say that I come from an amazing track, but also dangerous. It's Suzuka. Yeah. I was last week in Suzuka to testing because I will race the 8 hour in August.
Is that your first 8 hour?
First 8 hour, first time in Suzuka. So everything was new. Same apart the bike is R1. Was similar but different tire. And also
which team was that for? No, it's the Yamaha factory.
Exactly.
It's their factory
The building, the building like in the past, a factory team with me, Nagasuga, and Jack Miller.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, good team. Yeah, we was there last week, and
that's a strong lineup.
Yeah, not too bad.
That's a strong lineup.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah. We try to go to winning. Not just to eat sushi
or
but yeah, also that track is amazing, but some places a bit dangerous. Yeah, scary.
Yeah.
The wall is really close. Some place.
So towards the end of your time in World Supersport, obviously you dominated the championship. It was like really cool for everyone to watch. When did the...
I don't know. someone I think say
maybe Jules Clazel didn't enjoy watching
was not so happy. Many people was not happy about it. But anyway.
But when did the conversation for Superbike really start, and how did that all come together?
Yeah, I mean, Manicourt, it was immediately after the winning the championship. We was start to talk about Yamaha. For sure was intrigued to keep me, but they need to know in which team, because they have two teams, the GRT and the Crescent team. But my objective honestly was I don't know what I can say, because my English is a bit like this, but you can understand. But
you wanted to be a factory rider.
I don't like to say I want to be factory rider, because I'm not myself style, but this was the reality.
Yeah.
So, okay, I win like this. I win the SuperSport. I was jumping from the other paddle to this one. On the SuperSport, I dominate. So now I want to go on a factory team, but not because the no factory team is wrong one, or just because on my mind in this moment I am the world champion. I have the feeling of world champion. I need the best solution at the moment to immediately start with the good mentality, full focus on World Superbike and growing up my level. And I think this was the good things. And I think immediately I showed the good potential immediately in 2021.
Are you in your fourth season now of
five? Five, yeah.
Five.
Yeah.
And
fourth in Superbike.
No. 5. This is the fifth and on the World Superbike, because 2021, 22, 23, 24, and 25.
Yes, of course. And how
your maths is better than mine.
I know. I study a lot.
And how is if you don't mind us, without going into sort of too much detail, how have things changed from when you first rode the Superbike? Obviously, big step from a SuperSport bike to a Superbike is a big jump. And do you think, obviously, the bike will have changed slightly a little bit over the years? How did you go about adapting to the Superbike?
But this is good I like to say something about, because immediately when I jumped, it was in Estoril. I jumped immediately after the race of the championship on Monday. I jumped on the World Superbike to spend a couple of laps on that bike, just to learning something, and it was like normally happening in Valencia. After the championship. Immediately the next day, Monday or Tuesday, they make testing and some rider like Moto2 jumping immediately in a MotoGP bike. So it was more or less the same story. Unfortunately, the weathercast in Estoril was so bad in Monday, so I just make 20 laps in the morning and then start training. So we say no, better not the first time of my life on the World Superbike on the rain. So please go home like this, and it will be enough. But immediately I was compare the R6, because I was riding until Sunday the R6 to the R1, especially on the chicane, and was with the R1 for me was like easier. I say what can be, but I mean what you can do on the R1 is a million things,
because of your adjustments
on the triple clamp, the pivots,
wheelbase,
many things. So the base of the bike was maybe to have
change so much more.
Maybe to have like good setup to turning better, or to turning a big bike. So I was feeling like on the chicane the bike was more easy than R6, was like more reactive, no? So okay, the power, the brakes a little bit different, the speed was different, but immediately I was like surprised about the R1. I was like, oh, it looks easier.
Feels good.
Comfy.
Yeah, exactly. Then also the electronics. I was not using the electronics. I was careless, so I was control the gas. But when I was open a bit more, the bike doesn't go. So I was like, okay, I'm safety. No, everything was under control, and I was riding immediately in a good way. And but I mean, also the kilo of the bike, the weight of the bike is not so far. I cannot tell you exactly because I don't remember the 600 respect to the 1000. But because the 600 is more standard bike, so you need to use standard wheels. Million things. So the kilo of the bike is similar. So I don't change quite a lot. Also physically to training. Okay, the Superbike race is a bit longer, and 3 race now with the short one. So it was a bit more.
Physical,
more physical, exactly, but not so crazy. So I don't change quite a lot my type of training. I love to training, so I was also in a SuperSport. I was training really well. Was 2020 in the end with the COVID situation was also good because they changed the format, and also on SuperSport we was making 2 race. So everything was close to go in a Superbike a bit ready, and so immediately I feel good, and immediately on 2021 I make a good championship. I finished P4 on the championship. I was rookie of the year. We winning with Toprak the championship. We winning like manufacturer. We winning like team. So it was a dreaming for me. First year 6 podium if I remember well. So I did a good job I think. And about the bike from 2021 to 2025, honestly, the bike is still more or less the same. Not big change. We had the wings last year.
Oh, yes.
So this is not the big change, but we feel something, especially on front contact in some place.
So it is a noticeable difference.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. I don't know if you try to put one end when you drive in the highway. You put one end out under the windows, and you feel something, you know. So with these wings, we feel a little bit different on the bike. We need to adapt a bit the bike because it was changing. For sure, the load on the front was a little bit different. But I mean, the engine, especially the character of the engine, is similar from 2021 to 2025. So we're working a lot around improving with different link, different swing arm during the year. So this was the main stuff and the main things that we growing up the level of the bike for sure.
Does the team dynamic change when you go from having Toprak as a teammate and then Johnny comes in? Does that change the direction with different input? Because obviously the way that Toprak rides is very, very unique, isn't it? So then Johnny's going to come in with a different angle again.
Yeah. Exactly.
Does that then change the approach that you guys have working together to go forward for the pre-season testing and into the season?
Yeah, to be honest about this point, I'm really open to work with the guys to improving the bike, and Toprak it was a bit more focusing on find only a performance. So like he winning in 2021, so for 2022 he want to feel same story, same package, you know. So he was a bit complaining to try something new because he was thinking just I need to find a really good performance with the winning bike, and he have the winning bike, you know. So he was just looking to keep everything same because he know very well the package and try just
little difference.
But I mean, myself, from 2021 until now, I love to not changing, but
testing. Try different things. Yeah.
Exactly. Testing to improving, and in the end, I think now is the 5th year with the Yamaha factory, with the Crescent team for sure, but with the full support of Yamaha, and I signed for 2 more years. But I think from 2021 until now, all the change that we have on the bike, I make it. So I'm happy about, because okay, every year we change, but all the changement that we do on the bike, I try and I say, okay, this is good, this is not good, and we keep. And so we have like no new bike, because it's not completely new bike, but for sure we have all from 2021 until now we change a lot of small details, but we change a lot. So I building this. I think I building this bike for sure. I'm not around also myself, because my riding style is my riding style.
Yeah.
So I think
you're also the consistent one that's been there
exactly
for the last 5 years.
Exactly. So yeah, I never leading a lot of. I just winning in Assen this year, but yeah, I'm consistently and I get good results. So basically, I think Yamaha believe a lot in me, and they support me a lot. So yeah, I'm really happy because I feel really inside to Yamaha. I'm with them. So this is the good things, and so I'm really happy to be part also to the performance of the bike and growing up the level of the bike. So yeah.
And how? Just before we answer some of the questions from the listeners, from the Patreon, sorry. Obviously, we're here at Donington Park. Fair to say the midpoint of the season, is that right? Or
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Very close to. How
is the first race of the second exactly.
So how? Obviously, you've had a good performance at the start of the year. How are you? Are you happy with your performance this year? And how are you doing anything different for the end of the season? Anything new to try, or different approach, or?
Yeah, for sure. We make 6 races, and I think we make a really 3 good weekend, and the other 3 weekend a bit so and so. Phillip Island, I don't know why, was complicated respect the year before. Was difficult for us. It was a bit in a difficult point, but I don't think it was general. It was the track condition with the type of tire, because every year they bring different tires. Also to adapt this is not easy. So because immediately after Phillip Island we was in Portimao and make a podium in there. I was making good results, not enough but good results, and then immediately Assen, another really good weekend, winning. So better than this in this moment was perfect. Then I think Cremona, it was a bit my fault. I think I was arriving into Assen with a winning mentality, no?
Yeah.
So you cannot accept when you are P6, P7, P5. So immediately from FP1, FP2 was not too bad, honestly, yeah. But I was a little bit in stress with this, because why I'm not again in P2, P1, no? So I was thinking that I can stay there, but sometimes in some track you cannot. So I was just a bit pressure myself on this point, and in the end I think I put on the rubbish everything. I make mistake on qualify. I crash in race 1. So in the end was really bad weekend in Cremona. Most weekend was not too bad, but really unlucky. I crashed 4 times. I never crashed 4 times in my life, I think. So 4 times in 1 week, it was like crazy for my side. So most we forget most, and then in Misano I was quite happy. First podium in Misano in my career. So
wow.
Yeah. On Superbike, I was quite happy, especially in the front of Italian fan.
Yeah.
So really good weekend in Misano. So
you're not going to get more passionate fans than the Italians.
Yeah, for sure.
They are the most passionate.
Yeah. A lot. Especially this area, Misano area. Crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, more or less at the moment is a good championship. I think we miss a couple of points in some race, but we have a good track. I think from now to the end of the year, we have also Balaton is a new track for everyone, so it can be a good gamble, and we see what can happen there. And so yeah, I think I was when I started the season. this year is the 5th year. I was thinking my first year I was finished before, then P5, then P4 again. Last year P7 was the wrong one. But this year I was thinking why I cannot finish on P3 on the championship, on the top 3 on the championship. So we are not so far. I want to trust on this. I want to believe. We have a lot of race. So for me, will be a really good target to finish the championship on the top 3. I mean, also top 5 will be good results, but top 3 will be after a long time with Yamaha also on a good result for me. This is the reality of the story.
And you still want to go on better, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. I need something more. Exactly.
Do you like Donington?
Yeah, I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going into the weekend knowing I like it round here.
Yeah, exactly.
This will suit the Yamaha as well. Craner curve suits the Yamaha. Those long sweeping corners.
It's a bit not unusual track, but strange track because first sector, second sector, and third sector is quite fast.
Yeah.
And then the last area is just really heartbreaking and hairpin to hairpin. So is where we need to work a bit more on stop and go, just to don't lose a little bit. But overall, also last year was on a good track, and let's see, because unusual also the weather at the moment, so really warm. So let's see what happening. But yeah, for sure, I'm quite happy. I signed the contract with Yamaha, so it's a good moment for me. In this moment, I'm happy to go in Suzuka and a different atmosphere, a different experience from my side.
It's got to be good as well with having that contract signed. You almost relax because you go, I know I've got my job for the next 2 years. I can focus on what I'm doing.
Exactly, yeah.
It takes a little bit of pressure off.
Exactly, for sure. But one of the good point with Yamaha about my side, nobody never give me a pressure, So this was something positive, and keeping this atmosphere, keeping this same feeling with because in the end it's already 5 years, and I can talk like if it will be the first one. I don't feel like already 5 years that I ride, So it's lovely to come, is spend the time on the hospitality, spend the time on the box, stay with my guys. Is something good, is positive. Also, you can see my face, the beard not coming.
Yeah, I was looking
just a little bit.
I was looking then. I was thinking,
what's he trying to do?
He's got a little bit of a moustache trying to come through there, but yeah.
I'm still young, So, but yeah, basically, I like this paddock. I like the people. We have a lot of passion, so this is good at all. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's actually really nice to hear that. At that level, you still have that sort of passion to work with the guys and the team, and that it's such a nice environment. So
yeah, in the end, I have close to 30, and I start from 5. So my life is a bike.
Yeah.
Because from 0 to 5, I don't remember what I was doing. So until now, I don't know what I'm doing. But no, but I mean, so I spent all my life on the bike. I spend all time on this. I spend on sport, and for me the sport overall can be golf, can be tennis, can be swimming, can be everything. But for me the sport is a sport, and I'm really happy about my life. I'm really happy. Is strange because it's motorsport. It's sport, but it's motorsport. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But in the end, I think the level, especially now of the rider, is like to be an athlete.
Yes.
I think if we don't make a race bike, we can make some other sport. You know what I mean? So now the level of the rider is quite high, but the passion and the smell of the fuel is have no price.
With you saying that about the athletes thing, I'll there's probably a listener that'll tell me I'm talking complete shit, but I'm pretty sure in the UK there was a thing years ago that they got a load of different athletes from different disciplines, and they got James Toseland to do it, and I think Toseland won.
Oh, really?
Well,
And it was like, across lots of different disciplines.
For example, one clear example that now are making are making the tour this weekend.
A tour of
he's a MotoGP rider. He's
also a world-class cyclist.
I would to joke. I would say that he was ride a bike to prepare the bicycle. No, the opposite. You know. I was joking with this thing, but it's an example. He loved ride a bicycle, and now he's making the
professional
in the Tour de France. Race. You know. So
it's a big thing that if you spun that thing around, so them World Tour slots they don't give them away like that. So he has to really be at a level.
Maybe cannot arrive like Pogacar. Let me say. But
who can?
Exactly, who can? But after MotoGP career, he start for sure training early, but can be on the pro tour.
You find someone that could do it the other way around. You find someone who could come out of the Tour de France and go into
this. But now the rider need to be athlete. So
the level is.
You cannot start to play tennis when you have my hair old, but some I think some sport we can. You know,
the physical fitness is at such a level now that actually you can carry that across, and that is a good example. We've got a few questions from our patrons. A lot of people are asking the same question, which is, what were your thoughts on? I know we briefly touched on it on Cadwell Park and riding around there. I know you rode around on a relatively stock-ish road bike, didn't you? But what did you think? No chance I wouldn't race here, or did you think?
Wow. Honestly, it looks like a bit street race, eh?
Yeah.
It's a bit not dangerous because in the end they race, so he's able to race. But I would like to spend maybe one day with a good bike, with the team, just to learning really well the track, because it was amazing. But like typical a bit UK track, you have only grass. So you don't see the curve, you have no reference, you know. So you need to learn really well. I was riding and I was saying, where am I going? So it was a bit like this. I was a bit scared a couple of laps.
The thing is, your Italian tracks and the tracks in Spain as well are so wide. They're open, fast. Cadwell Park is. It just makes it's funny to hear you saying, "Fucking, you couldn't see anything."
To go on the finish line, we need to cross the track with the car. So they open the carry on, and so it's so strange. It
is. It must be such a shock to see. I think I've told this story before, but I remember Scott Deroux coming over to BSB. He'd been in Grand Prix and he came to do Moto3 British Championship, and I went on the test day with him at Cadwell Park, and in the cafe, and he's like, okay, so where's the track? I'm like, that's the track. He's like, no fucking way. He's like, this is the road to get to the track. I'm like, no, that is the track. He was like,
I had an Australian guy, same thing, we stood at the mountain. And he said, so where's the fucking track? And I was like, that's it. And he went, it's a fucking motocross track. I'm like, that's the jump, mate. You fucking...
But I don't know, but I think he's a good championship, honestly. BSB is
the
level is high. I was enjoyed to see, honestly, in Cadwell Park, all the bike there, jumping on the
it's
the
a
track.
Spectacle.
It was really... I don't know but why, but I was outside of the track, so normally I'm in the track, so I cannot see. But it was really good fun to see the bike in this track. Honestly, good,
cool.
Really good.
There's a few different people asking that question. You got it.
To be honest, James Glass, he's just asked a really simple question, but I quite like. He just said, "How did it feel to become a world champion?"
Already forget. I need to do again. You need to do again. I need to win again.
Pull your finger out.
No, I mean, like I say, when I was winning in Assen, I think this was an example because I winning in Assen after a long time with Yamaha in the World Superbike, and I think I was not searching the winning early, but why not early?
Yeah.
Then after 5 years you can win a race. So, but basically when you win a championship, you understand first of all your your performance, that you are a good rider, because you really understand that if you are able to winning, okay, if you win because all the rider crash and you win is different story. But if you can leading, if you cannot make a mistake, if you put everything together, this make also a sense. So also you win a championship and you say, okay, what I do this year, I was training every day, I was doing everything perfect, I was making no mistake, I was working with the team until the night to prepare the weekend because you want to win. Also, when I win the first race in Phillip Island, then it was like in Italy, I don't know in English, but in Italy we say, I tried to translate the Italy from English. When we start to eat, you feel more hungry. So when you start to eat, then you eat more and more, no? So this is what like winning. So when I win the first race, I say, wow, I want to win again. So when I win the second race, I say, wow, I want to win again. So this is, but to do this, not easy. You cannot make a mistake. You need to be excellent in all the track, or you need to make performance always, no? And it's not easy always winning. And so in the end, the feeling to be world champion, you realize that you make everything perfect, and you feel so strong in this point. So this was what I say, that I want to jump immediately on a factory team. Because immediately, I think in 2021, if I was doing different, or if I was not champion, I don't think for me was the same story. Because I was jump on the category on the top level with different mentality. Not, I know that I was not Johnny Rea, or I was not Toprak or Alvaro Bautista, but I was also me, I'm world champion. Not only you, also me, I'm world champion. So I think this is helped me to realize and believe that what they are doing, I can do it. Exactly. So this was a bit the approach, and immediately 2021, unfortunately, was good season. This for me, this gave me the good motivation to growing up and believe in always. Yeah.
Did you in that season in 2020? Did you have that feeling of when you got to a racetrack, I'm going to win here? Did you have that self belief that when you turn, when things are going?
I need to be like this, but you see, I can
tell you're
I don't like to be like, oh, I'm a winner, I'm a winner.
But in your head,
in my head,
you're pulling up, going,
exactly,
they're all fucked.
Exactly. This was the only. Also, just not to show, but it was like, okay, I decide to don't stay on MotoGP paddock. I come in the new one.
Yeah.
And I show that I'm here.
Yeah.
I arrive and I try to do. So especially the package, the team was everything perfect. So I say, how many races we did? 15. I need to win everything, Just the mentality, and try to rebuilding my story, rebuilding my life, rebuilding my passion, and this was. So I'm really happy about it, honestly. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Well, thanks ever so much for coming down. I know we've stolen an hour of your time, and you're very busy today, so you have lots going on. But
no worries. But
next time
it was a pleasure.
We'll get a few beers in next time.
Why not?
And then you'll tell us the story.
We can
do it Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night will be perfect. But we can talk also different story, no?
Yeah.
Just not only bike. Why only bike? But good.
Brilliant. No, thanks very much for coming down, and best of luck for the weekend as well.
Thanks so much, guys.
Super appreciate it.
Thanks so much for your time. Cheers.
Cross finger and full gas.
Full gas. And thanks for listening.
Yeah.
See
Ciao
you soon.
tutti. Ciao, grazie.
So we hope you enjoyed that one. This episode was brought to you by OMG Racing, Lucky Day Competitions, and JCT Truck and Trailer Rental. And thanks to all the patrons again for all your support. We love your questions. We try to go through as many of them as we can. A lot of the times we've covered a lot of your questions that you've already done.
Yeah, they're really good for that, don't they? They sort of inform sometimes. The conversation helps us to structure it, so it is really good. And thanks for putting all those in. While we're on the topic of that, just a little run through of some of the merchandise as well. So we'll get lots of questions about what merch is available, where can I get it, etc. So it's on the online store, which Grace will put the link into in the description. Obviously got the Chasin the Racin hats, which are super popular. I think we've still got some snoods left. We've got some Chasin the Shine left.
We've got our collaboration with Ugly & Co, where they've still got some of these skateboard decks, the hoodies, which the hoodies are mega, to be fair. We got them and they're lovely,
Yeah,
but I
brilliant.
think the key sizes are probably, numbers are getting low, so if you want one, jump on and grab one. You might not need one right now if it's 30 degrees where you are, but get your hands on one. Those skateboards, I didn't realise I needed one of them in my life, but then when it turned up, I was peeking. They're
Yeah,
mega.
super
They're so
cool, aren't they? Yeah, the Chasin the Racin ones are brilliant. I've got mine hanging up on the wall.
The Alan
Alan likes it.
the Alan Carter books and the Ian Simpson's books, I believe they're the only place you can get them still, and both mega reads. So click the link below. And there's some Chasin the Racing clothing.
Yeah,
team
so
clothing
we're a bit late in the day because it just took a bit of time getting sorted, but the Chasin the Racing F900 team clothing is now out, so that's going to be up on the website as well. We've got a t-shirt, a polo, and a quarter zip jumper as well. So if you've seen them walking around the paddock from the race team guys and you fancy one, get yourselves bought.
Thanks very much, you guys, for your support again, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.